No matter what happens, we stand behind our country. And I send this clear message: America and Israel will achieve nothing.
This crowd you see before you is 1,000 people who have come to strike the enemy with a hard blow.
Trump may not have seen this coming as Iranian couples appear ready to embrace wartime sacrifice amid soaring tensions. Anti-US sentiment appears to be hanging in the air as Tehran stages a highly symbolic mass wedding event. A wedding ceremony for 110 Iranian couples was held in Tehran's Imam Hossein Square in a display loaded with public messaging. Are couples now signing up to fight the US and Israel as Mujtaba is portrayed as keeping his finger on the trigger? Iranian authorities on May 18th held a mass public wedding event in the capital, Tehran, amid heightened wartime tensions. The ceremony brought together 110 couples in Tehran's Imam Hossein Square in a highly symbolic public gathering. Reports said the couples had signed up for a state-backed scheme linked to wartime mobilization and resistance efforts. They were described as declaring their readiness to sacrifice their lives for Iran if required, according to the reports.
No matter what happens, we stand behind our country. And I send this clear message: America and Israel will achieve nothing with all the sedition they are sowing against our nation.
We want to tell the world that the Iranian people fear no threat or conspiracy. They stand with Islam and the Iranian Revolution. This crowd you see before you is 1,000 people who have come to strike the enemy with a hard blow.
The unity between the Iranian people and any kind of doubt about execution and unity cannot be inflicted upon this nation by the enemies of Islam, and this shows that it is one of the smallest signs of the unity of the Iranian nation.
The couples were said to be part of the so-called self-sacrifice scheme, known in Persian as Janfada. Under that concept, participants are portrayed as willing to put their lives on the line, including by forming human chains around sensitive energy sites. Reports also claim that millions of people, including Parliament Speaker Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf and President Masoud Pezeshkian, have signed up for the same initiative. As tensions between the United States and Iran edge dangerously closer to open conflict, Mojtaba Khamenei reportedly still has major surprises prepared. Iran is reportedly keeping a vast missile arsenal on standby for potential strikes against Israel if hostilities erupt once again. An Iranian security expert told the New York Times that Tehran could launch tens or even hundreds of missiles every single day. According to Ahmadreza Azizi, the missile barrages could target either Israel directly or key American allies across the Gulf region. The expert also warned that Gulf oil fields, refineries, and major ports may come under attack if the conflict resumes. Azizi claimed Tehran's broader objective would be to trigger global economic shockwaves and intensify pressure on Donald Trump. In addition, Iran may reportedly attempt to expand the conflict by targeting the strategically critical Bab al-Mandeb Strait. The Bab al-Mandeb waterway connects the Red Sea with the Gulf of Aden and handles nearly 1/10 of global trade flows. Ahmadreza Azizi further claimed that Tehran could try forcing the United States into fighting simultaneously across two maritime fronts. Iran is also reportedly preparing itself for what officials describe as short but high-intensity strikes on its energy infrastructure. Reports claim Tehran used only a limited portion of its missile arsenal during the first phase of fighting with Israel and the US. According to the report, Iran deliberately rationed its missile usage because it anticipated another round of conflict could eventually erupt. The latest revelation surfaced shortly after Donald Trump stated that he was temporarily holding back from striking Iran again. On May 19th, Trump reiterated that several Gulf allies had personally urged him to avoid launching any new military attacks for now.
You mentioned that this is going to be a gift for America, for future presidents and the country. What's your hope for America?
We have to have a safe country. We have to have a great country. We have to make sure that Iran doesn't get a nuclear weapon. All of the things that you see me fighting for so hard. And it's always tough. You know, we're negotiating with Iran, and then you have the Democrats, I call them the Democrats, putting in a bill that Trump should immediately stop. You know how it is to negotiate with a country where you're beating them badly. They come to the table, they're begging to make a deal, because they're begging to make a deal. I hope we don't have to do the war, but we may have to give them another big hit. We may have to give them another big hit. I'm not sure yet. You'll know very soon. But how do you feel when you're negotiating? You're winning every point, and they say, but in Washington, they want to stop you from negotiating. They want to stop you, and it's only political. It's the Democrats. They're dumb. It's a new name. It's a very accurate name. So I'm in the middle of a negotiation. I'm saying you cannot have a nuclear weapon, and it comes over the wire that the Democrats want to stop Trump from further negotiations. They want to stop Trump from, if he has to, giving them another slap. They want to have a nuclear weapon to blow up the Middle East and to blow up, frankly, the world. It's not going to happen.
Mr. President,
Nice to see you, by the way.
how close were you to striking Iran?
I was an hour away. We were all set to go. You're talking about yesterday.
Yes.
We were going to be striking it would have been happening right now. Yeah, it was all done. Right? The boats, the ships are all loaded. They're loaded to the brim. And we were all set to start.
What specifically did both nations tell you that convinced you?
They said that they feel they've had for the first time in almost 47 years. You know, Iran's been the bully of the Middle East for 47 years. I mean, literally the bully of the Middle East. They wanted a nuclear weapon. Had I not terminated Barack Hussein Obama's Iran nuclear deal, had I not terminated it, see, that's the win. That can't happen with the real structure.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.